I'm the most, I'm the best and most skilled person he's gonna be in the ring with, like he's been in the ring with. That's for what I need to say to them.
We'll put it in the door.
Yeah, suck my dick. Honestly, that's it. Especially the ones who don't know shit about boxing. It's okay.
Lamont Roach has been viewed as a potential tough challenge for Davis, with many suggesting that he could prove to be one of the most difficult opponents for Tank Davis. Meanwhile, Gervonta Davis is widely regarded as one of the most dangerous boxers in the sport, but experts have raised concerns ahead of his next fight. With Lamont Roach as his opponent, boxing pundits believe Tank Davis could be facing a genuine threat in the ring. Jermaine Ortiz, while acknowledging Tank's dominance, noted that Lamont Roach can bring a serious challenge for Davis. According to him, Tank has been knocking out smaller opponents in the past, and with Lamont Roach, he might have to struggle a lot facing him in the ring.
We'll see. I just think that Davis really got that knockout power. He doesn't have a lot of output. He's fighting somebody who's closer to his height. I think it would be more of a fight. I think the last time he fought somebody shorter than him was Pitbull, and he tried to box him, and he came out. A lot of people didn't like that fight in the sense of, I assume people thought Pitbull won the fight, or it was just a closer fight.
The upcoming fight between Gervonta Davis and Lamont Roach is shaping up to be one of the most exciting battles of the year. From their intense press conferences to verbal exchanges, both fighters have generated significant hype. Rising contender Bruce Carrington recently spoke with Fight Hype's Ron Goodall, highlighting the similarities between Roach and Davis that make this matchup even more intriguing than others.
I feel like there's some familiarity between the two. Like, I don't know. I haven't seen. Well, they fought plenty of times in the amateurs. I know that much. But in terms of like sparring and stuff like that, I don't know. I feel like in the media and in the press conferences and whatnot, they have a certain type of familiarity between one another, and that right there is what makes the fights really interesting.
Gervonta Davis and Lamont Roach have faced off before in the amateurs, and Bruce Carrington emphasized the importance of their initial encounter. He suggested that Lamont might have a deeper understanding than anyone else of how to handle Tank, given his strong fighting attributes. Bruce believes Lamont is now better prepared to counter Tank's techniques, drawing on his increased experience from their previous interactions.
I feel like, though, because they have experience with each other, Lamont might know some things about Tank that most fighters don't know, like maybe little quirks or body language that he's hurt right there, and okay, when he does this, that kind of bothered him, that other people might not be able to read, because they just didn't work with Tank that long enough, to be able to figure that out.
Commenting on this stylistically intriguing matchup, Carrington highlighted the fighting attributes of both Tank Davis and Lamont Roach. While he noted that Roach might struggle to keep Tank at bay, he also acknowledged Roach's athleticism, which could present challenges for Davis. Despite the potential difficulties, Carrington predicted that Davis would overcome Roach in the early to mid rounds.
I feel like it's going to be a good matchup because of that. Lamont's style is pretty well too. I wouldn't say he has that much pop to keep Tank off of him, but I feel like his style is pretty good to fight to match up with Tank. But I still don't see him being enough to stop Tank. I still think that Tank stops him probably in the later rounds, mid to late rounds, and but I think it will still be an enjoyable fight to watch.
Tank Davis is widely favored by many in the boxing world, but it's also been strongly advised not to underestimate Lamont Roach, as he possesses exceptional fighting skills. Ahead of their March 1st showdown, Roach showcased his punching power and speed during a workout session, throwing combinations with impressive force. His display gave a glimpse into how dangerous he could be when it's time to showcase his skills in the ring against Davis. Michael Fox was also present, witnessing Lamont Roach's impressive workout. Having sparred with both fighters, Fox shared his thoughts on how the fight might unfold. Describing it as a highly competitive matchup, he compared the fight to a chess game, where both Davis and Roach would be strategically trying to outmaneuver each other. Fox emphasized the technical skills of both fighters, predicting a battle of wits as they each seek to outsmart the other.
I think it'll be competitive. The thing about both fighters, Tank and Lamont, they're both very impressive boxers. A lot of people forget that just because Tank is also a big puncher, but You know, this is gonna be chess. It's gonna be chess. It's gonna be both guys trying to one up each other a bunch of times. So.
Tank Davis has earned recognition as a fighter with an edge over all his opponents, often dominating in the ring and establishing himself as the ultimate equalizer. However, Michael Fox revealed that this fight would be different. In this matchup, Davis won't just be looking for a knockout shot, he will need to carefully navigate the challenge presented by Lamont Roach, who brings a unique set of skills to the table.
It's definitely not gonna be sweet. We know Tank had the equalizer, but biggest difference I feel in Lamont versus Tank's other opponents, we all know Tank a different way than everybody he's fought against previously. Just in the sense of like I know like the last thing that came to Tank's arsenal was the punching power. Before that, he was athletic. He was a very impressive boxer. So it's gonna, it's not just him looking for the big shot. This is gonna challenge both of their boxing skills and both of their fight IQs, Tank and Lamont.
While Gervonta Davis is regarded as a highly skilled fighter by many, not all boxers hold him in the same esteem. Despite having notable names on his resume, Shakur Stevenson has voiced criticism of Tank's record, stating that he doesn't respect him. According to Stevenson, Davis has been fighting smaller opponents, which may have given him an advantage in defeating them. As rumors of a potential fight between the two continue to swirl, Shakur made it clear that if Davis ever got the chance to face him, he would face significant challenges in the ring.
This is how I look at it. I think that his resume, I don't respect it just because of all the clauses that he put, I get it though. I understand it just because of he's smaller than certain guys, so he got to do these things for the advantage. But as far as that, I hear it all. But as far as fighting me, I think me and him could be the biggest fight in the world. So I think it got to happen. But it's all up to him.
Echoing similar sentiments, Michael Fox also weighed in on Tank Davis's resume. Reflecting on Davis's previous bouts with Ryan Garcia and Frank Martin, Fox shared his perspective on how those fights unfolded. At the same time, he emphasized that facing Lamont Roach would present a much bigger challenge for Davis. Fox highlighted Roach's impressive skill set, noting his superior athleticism and ability to defend against Davis's punches. He believes that with Roach's sharp boxing IQ, the fight could bring a significant challenge to Davis in this upcoming showdown.
Based on skill, I think it's definitely going to challenge Tank more than some of the other fighters. Ryan, he had a big punch, but Ryan to me has never been an overly impressive boxer. Very good punch, very big puncher. You can't deny that. But as far as Frank Martin, he was a good boxer himself, but I think he kind of gassed himself out. Where I think Lamont's being in the ring with Lamont, his fight IQ is gonna really show in this fight. He's very athletic, very reactive. When punches come back at him, his defense is pretty top notch. So it's gonna be a great fight. I think it's a fight everybody's sleeping on.
It's not just boxing experts who view Lamont Roach as a legitimate threat to Gervonta Davis. Roach himself is also fully confident in his ability to challenge Davis. Recently, he spoke about what sets him apart from other opponents and why he believes he has what it takes to dethrone Davis. With confidence, Roach declared that he will be the most skilled fighter Davis has ever faced. He emphasized that not only does he know this, but many in the boxing community recognize that he poses a real threat to Davis, and he truly believes he has the guts and ability to defeat Tank under any circumstance.
I'm the best and most skilled person he's going to be in the ring with, like he's been in the ring with. On top of that, I got experience. They already know that. They are like what I just told you. Like a lot of people, they know I put belt to shit. They know that's what they know. Yeah. They know that 100% for a fact. So he gonna need his A game. He can't afford to have an off night because it's gonna be something else.
At the same time, many in the boxing community continue to doubt Lamont Roach's skills and abilities. Noticing this, Roach recently fired back at his critics, insisting that he should not be underestimated. He emphasized that the negativity he faces is temporary, while he is fully committed to boxing for the long haul. Roach made it clear that the criticism doesn't affect him or his motivation to prove himself as the best. With confidence, he shut down the negative perceptions of his haters, making it known that their doubts wouldn't stand in his way.
Shit, I was here before them, before the doubters and the stuff, and I'll be here after the doubters and all that stuff. That shit don't move me. It don't move me for real. I come here to do what I got to do, man. I really have self-motivation, and on top of that, I have real people who really genuinely support me, who really care, who really want to see me win, who are really behind me. So, you know what I'm saying? All the negativity really don't get to me. Like, I don't care. Like, I can have a handful of words for them. For real. That's it. That's for what I need to say to them.
We'll put it in the door.
Yeah, suck my dick. Honestly, that's it. Especially the ones who don't know shit about boxing. It's okay.
Moving on, Gervonta Davis is often regarded as an untouchable fighter, known for his ability to knock out anyone in his path. However, Big Tim doesn't believe this will be the case in his upcoming fight. He warned Davis of a serious challenge ahead, emphasizing how formidable Roach is as a fighter. Tim predicted that Roach would shock the world when he steps into the ring with Davis on March 1st.
One thing I can say, he's ready, and he will shock the world. I think a lot of people are now starting to realize and know who he is, not just as a person, but as a fighter. And he's a hell of a fighter. He's a great world champion. And he's going to put it on display March 1st. He's going to shock the world.
Reflecting on whether this fight would go the distance or end with a knockout, Tim described it as a situation that could go either way. However, he confidently asserted that Roach would give his best performance. Tim then issued a stern warning to Davis, telling him to brace for a brutal beating. He emphasized that Lamont Roach is fully prepared to teach Davis an unforgettable lesson in the ring.
It depends, you know, Tank don't want to submit, lay down, we're going to put him down. But overall, he's gonna get ass whooped.
Big Tim has seen Lamont Roach sparring sessions firsthand, where it was evident that Roach has been successful in scoring stoppages against many sparring partners. Sharing his thoughts, Tim confidently assured that Roach would be in top form for this fight and promised that he would deliver a massive beating to Davis this time around.
There's a lot of rumors in the DC area that he's been stopping a lot of sparring partners, and a good chunk of them haven't decided to show up. So, I mean, is there, everyone's kind of hinting like, yes, not every single one, but have you got to see some of these sparring sessions, and is there truth?
Oh, absolutely. And he's so focused and ready. He's to the point where I don't care who you put in there with him. Excuse my French. You're going to take an ass whooping, so he's ready.
As Lamont Roach gears up for the biggest fight of his career, his strength and conditioning coach, DJ, shared insights on his preparations for the upcoming matchup with Gervonta Davis. While some may see the jump from 130 to 135 pounds as a significant transition, his coach believes it's an easy task for them. DJ emphasized how sparring and training sessions have been progressing smoothly, confidently assuring that Roach will pose a real challenge for Davis in the ring.
It's funny because everybody talks about it, but for us it's less work actually, because he walks around 155, 160, so that's just 5 fewer pounds to lose. So easy work for us, less of a cut, work on the strength, but he's always been strong, so it's easy for us.
Gervonta Davis has long been regarded as a fighter with sneaky power, dating back to his amateur days. However, Coach DJ believes Lamont Roach is shaping up to be the toughest opponent Davis has faced. While Davis has fought the likes of Ryan Garcia and Frank Martin, DJ emphasized that Roach is a genuinely strong athlete, acknowledging Roach's exceptional abilities.
Absolutely. I mean, once again, fighters they know Lamont forever. The power's only sneaky because people haven't gotten that big stage to see it, but power's always there. Straight is, he's one of my strongest athletes that I work with, and I work with a range of athletes, so it's going to be one for people to really take note of and say, wow, we just didn't know. So the sneaky part is they just didn't know about it.
Without giving away any exclusive details about the game plan, DJ opened up about the more entertaining moments of their sparring sessions. He confirmed that Lamont Roach has been knocking out sparring partners, leaving everyone in shock. DJ emphasized that with his focus on getting Roach in peak physical condition, he's confident that Roach is determined to handle any situation in the ring. He's pushing Roach to surpass all strength limits in preparation.
Just that, we're accustomed to pushing, and for me, as a strength coach, I'm always concerned with whether or not I'm bringing enough fun and challenge to the workouts. But I guess the funny part was just seeing sparring partners laid out or skipping days and Lamont just going. And you know, one thing we always do is I always also challenge myself and try to lead by example. So those guys see what I do. I get up early before they have to work out, and I put myself through paces, challenge myself, and then that inspires me and give me every right to really push them to the limit. So I haven't seen this limit yet, and that's a good thing.
DJ assured that the world would definitely notice a significant change in Roach's fighting style this time. He emphasized that Roach's punching power has greatly improved, and this time, he will showcase his full range of fighting attributes at their best. With improvement in controlling the distance and keeping pace with skilled defense, Roach will prove a real challenge for Davis.
He exhibited his power, so for those guys, it's definitely not sneaky power, but you gotta realize how a power athlete is built. Strong legs, strong back. We good to go on both of those accounts. It's like a fine wine, man. Seeing from where we started to where we are now, I was originally brought in probably about midway into his career, and immediately we saw a power difference. So having been able to work with him over the years, I mean, even through a pandemic, to see how it's matured and now he's able to control it, I mean, it's great.
While his coaches are preparing him to give the best performance, Lamont Roach also came forward to share his thoughts on his upcoming fight with Tank Davis, acknowledging that Davis is one of the biggest names in boxing, and whenever he steps into the ring, all eyes are on him. Roach reflected on his mindset and approach to the fight. He went on to emphasize how this matchup would mark a major turning point in his professional career.
My vision, like, is tunnel, no matter who on the other side of the ring. I always want to prove that I'm the best. Obviously, it's more intense. You got to think of the upside. He's supposed to be the face of, one of the faces of boxing. He is a pay-per-view superstar. He is a knockout artist. He got all this upside. Imagine when I win.
Well, it is obvious that Lamont Roach is entering the ring on March 1st with unwavering confidence as he prepares to face Gervonta Davis. Moving up from the super featherweight division to challenge Davis at lightweight, Roach believes his mindset gives him a distinct edge over Davis's previous opponents. The biggest question surrounding this matchup is how Lamont Roach, with a record of 25 wins, 1 loss, and 1 draw, plans to not only withstand Davis's devastating power, but also secure a victory. Davis, renowned for his knockout ability, poses a significant threat, particularly with the weight difference. However, Roach remains unfazed, stressing that his confidence and preparation will be the keys to his success in the ring. He said, "It's all about confidence. It's all about what you set out to do. It's about how hard you work. It's about being able to know that you've got what it takes to do what you're about to do." And I think a lot of opponents that Tank has been in there lacked that. I think the only person that didn't was probably Pitbull Isaac Cruz, but skill-wise, he was limited. While Lamont Roach exudes confidence in his fight with Gervonta Davis, Regis thinks Tank Davis would have the advantage over him. He praised Roach's confidence ahead of his biggest fight, but highlighted that it would be difficult for him to go against Tank. He recalled how excited Frank Martin was before fighting Tank Davis, but it all went against his expectations.
Frank Martin, you know, I felt like he kind of, you know, it's like he was excited to be there too much in front of Tank, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like, man, Lamont Roach, he probably been known. They from that same area, you know what I'm saying? I think they from the Midwest and stuff. So, man, I don't think he really care about that stuff. So, I like his swag. I like his confidence going into it. But it's still, for me, it's still hard to go against. It's still hard to go against Tank.
Furthermore, Regis shared his predictions on the anticipated fight, revealing that it could go the distance. He noted that the outcome might mirror Gervonta Davis's bout with Pitbull, with a similar dynamic playing out in the ring. He confidently stated that this fight could become the most controversial of Tank Davis's career, hinting at an unforeseen challenge and potential danger from Roach.
I feel a distance. I feel Tank distance. Yeah, I feel Tank, but distance in a controversial fight. How about that? Ooh. Tank distance and people in a controversial one. You know, something like kind of like how Pitbull was, like that.
On the other hand, Lamont Roach believes this will be the fight of the year, emphasizing that he is not intimidated by Tank's dominance. With unwavering confidence, he stated that coming out on top and raising his hand as the winner is his top priority. He said, "That's what I have been preaching, like this is going to be fight of the year type caliber fight, because obviously I'm not coming in there scared. I ain't coming in there to lay down. I ain't coming in there on none of that. I'm coming in there to do what I have to do to get my hand raised." Lamont Roach is stepping into the ring with unwavering determination to take down Davis, and he has strong support behind him, with many believing he will present a real challenge this time. Among his supporters is his brother Jordan Roach, who shared his thoughts on the upcoming fight. He noted that both fighters are incredibly skilled, which is what makes this matchup even more exciting than anticipated. Besides sharing the excitement surrounding this matchup, Jordan emphasized that Tank Davis will face one of the most skilled opponents of his career when Lamont steps into the ring.
Single shot.
I think it's going to be a great fight. It's going to be one of the better fights of all time. Probably Tank is one of the best fighters in the world, and so is my brother. So it's gonna show. Tank is extremely skilled. Like, I take some things from him, but my brother's extremely skilled, and he's like you see all these people that come up in the amateurs. They've been winning the same tournaments, like how you just named Moses, Moen. Just like they won all them tournaments. My brother did the same thing. They all came up together in the amateurs. They always winning these tournaments. They've been good since they was 9 years old. So that skill, both of them having that skill, that's probably the first time that Tank's fought somebody that came up with that skill set. So it's going to be an amazing fight.
Tank Davis's career is built on victories over many notable names, which have helped him establish dominance in the ring. However, concerns are being raised about his upcoming fight. Meanwhile, Lamont Roach has been vocal about Tank's previous bouts, pointing out that Davis hasn't faced a truly skilled fighter yet. Supporting these views, Jordan Roach explained how this fight will be very different from Tank's past battles. Reflecting on Tank's fight with Ryan Garcia, he emphasized that among all of Davis's previous opponents, Ryan was the least skilled. Jordan highlighted the key factors that will pose a real threat to Davis this time, asserting that Lamont is fully prepared to deliver a severe beating.
Because Ryan isn't that skilled. Ryan actually did come up in the amateurs too, but he's not on that level of skill. He's an amazing fighter, but a lot of his relies on his stature, his presence, his speed and power. Like, as far as skill, Ryan has the least amount of skill out of all of them, out of everybody that he came up with. Tank, T.O., Shakur, Hitchison, Devin, all them people that came up in the amateurs been fighting since they was 9. Ryan has the least amount of skill. So that's why it's different. It's two totally different fights. Like, he's worried about just power. That's what Tank was worried about, just a right hook. I mean, a left hook. And that wasn't, he ain't had nothing to worry about for real skill. That was easy for him, to be honest. That was an easy fight for anybody that's that skilled. So this is a totally different fight.
With Lamont Roach emerging as a tough challenge for Gervonta Davis, the stakes are higher than usual. Experts have a strong belief that Lamont would give Davis one of the most challenging battles of his career when they both meet in the ring on March 1st. Meanwhile, Roach has outclassed all of his sparring partners in his recent workout, and this is a clear sign that he is ready to dethrone Tank Davis's dominance this time. Do you also think that Roach will prove a fierce challenge for Davis? Sound off in the comment sections below. Do not forget to subscribe to our channel and click on the bell icon now so you never miss any latest updates.